Applicability of Section 77 in certain matters under the Companies Act, Section 79. Section 79 of the Companies Act expands the application of the principles established in Section 77, which concerns the registration of charges. While Section 77 focuses on the company's duty to register a newly created charge, Section 79 clarifies that the requirements for registration also apply to specific scenarios that do not involve the initial creation of a charge. These scenarios include cases where a company acquires property already subject to an existing charge and situations where changes are made to the terms or extent of a previously registered charge. By doing so, Section 79 ensures that important changes affecting the nature or scope of charges are properly documented and that registration obligations are upheld, regardless of whether the charge is new or modified. Key provisions of Section 79. 1. Application of Section 77 to property acquisitions with existing charges. Section 79 explicitly extends the requirements of Section 77 to instances where a company acquires property that is already subject to a charge. In these cases, the acquiring company is required to register the details of the existing charge with the Registrar of Companies, as if it were the original creator of the charge. This provision ensures that the registrar has an accurate record of all charges impacting the company's assets, regardless of whether the charge was created by the company itself or simply acquired as part of an asset purchase. By mandating the registration of existing charges on newly acquired property, Section 79 provides transparency and protects the rights of creditors who hold interests in the property. 2. Application of Section 77 to modifications of registered charges. Section 79 also extends the registration requirements of Section 77 to modifications made to an already registered charge. This provision applies to any changes to the terms, conditions, extent, or operation of a registered charge. Modifications might include changes in the amount secured by the charge, variations in the repayment terms, or adjustments in the scope of assets covered by the charge. Any such modifications alter the nature or enforceability of the charge, potentially affecting the rights of both the company and its creditors. To ensure that all interested parties are aware of the current terms of the charge, Section 79 requires these modifications to be registered with the registrar, effectively updating the record of the charge to reflect its current state. 3. Registration process for acquired properties and modified charges. For both cases of acquisition and modification, the registration process under Section 79 mirrors the process outlined in Section 77. The company must submit the particulars of the charge or modification, along with any relevant documentation, in the prescribed form and manner. This must be done within the specified time frame, ensuring that the registrar's records remain current and accurate. The need to follow the same registration procedure underscores the importance of transparency in corporate charges and ensures that creditors, potential investors, and other stakeholders have access to complete information about any encumbrances on the company's assets. 4. Implications for creditors and stakeholders. Section 79 plays a critical role in maintaining the integrity of the charge registration system by extending the coverage of Section 77's provisions. By requiring registration for charges on acquired properties and modifications to registered charges, the section helps protect the interests of creditors, who rely on registered information to assess the security of their claims. The provision also benefits potential investors, who can access up-to-date information about the company's obligations and any charges on its assets. This enhances the company's transparency and credibility in the eyes of stakeholders, contributing to an environment of trust and accountability. For more details, contact us.